G'day guys, it's John here. Just thought I'd get out here. It's November 1, got our first snow of the season, and I'm going to put down some practice dealing with stiffer cold winds and blowing snow. That's always something that can throw you off if you're not used to it. Working outside, of course, I'm at an advantage when it comes to dealing with weather, but it's the beginning of the season, so I don't like it any better than anyone else. We got a pretty good wind going on here today. Can't really see the snow. Yeah, it comes and goes. Yeah, I don't think the camera will pick it up, but I'm able to tell my wind directions fairly easy due to the snow in the air. We're running average somewhere in that 10. Come on, focus. 10 range. We're seeing gusts upwards of 15, 16 occasionally, and basically never gets down below 12, or sorry, 8. We seem to be holding a pretty good 10 on an average. So I'm going to start out my stage here on a 10, unless of course we get a gust, then I'm going to have to add accordingly. And then I'll pull up the weather here. We're holding a 0, and we got just under 960. So our air pressure is lower here today than usual. Typically we see a 970. So I'm just going to use my same drop data as I did the other day for when it was a little warmer. First stage we're going to pull off is the one off of the fan here, stage 1. See how we roll. Now what I do for practicing here is, I got my gloves. Can't afford to have cold hands. There's just no way around it. You get cold hands, you're skunked. And so I don't know if you can see. I'll show you my arm board. Got my arm board here. Come on, focus. I don't know maybe I can't put my gloves on. Show you my arm board. So this is what I use for dealing with wind. I'm working on doing my wind mentally, so I'm not going to use my Kestrel at all. Actually I use an app on my phone. But I use this quite a bit, so I'll point that at the target. We got the heading at 12 o'clock, 5, 10, 15, 20. Doesn't matter if you're dealing with K, miles per hour, meters per second. I guess if you're doing meters, you're not going to run this big of numbers typically. And then I just go around the rows and see what I got to hold. So today, we're going to be, in that 9:30 range, 10 mile an hour to 15. So I'll come around 9:30. I got to hold for a 10 to 14. So essentially a full value. And for me, I run it in tenths per 100 yards, because if you come over from the center fire world, 22 is right around a 1 mile an hour, 3/4 mile an hour gun. And follow up from my other video there, we're definitely going to be exercising safe trigger control. I don't have my finger in the trigger guard. Even while practicing, an ND is an ND. And unacceptable. Alrighty, so we got the course of fire in. Left, next right, far right, 2 left, 1 right. Good to rock and roll. Wind's picking up here. Yeah, I think we're going to be in that 1.8 range on the first target. So, alright, we'll engage. At 1.5 and a miss. One 8. Post hit. 5.7. About just under 2. I got 2 impacts there. About 7 mils. I only got 7.1. Two and a half. She hit around 2. Correct. We got an impact. Go to our far one. We're gonna do a 9.4. Give it a 10th. I'm gonna go to 2.25 mils. 2.5. I got a nothing. A 3. And a nothing. Alrighty, again. Where's that dead tree? Dead tree there. 1.5. Center. A short tree. Where's it? There. Okay, 4.9. 1.8. 2. Bush. There's the bush. 6. 2. Alrighty. I'm gonna have this on. 2.5. Transition. Alrighty. Stay calm as the stupid trailer bounces. I'm gonna do 2.5. Wind's dying off. 2.25. Impact. Shot low. Okay. Small tree. Back to 4.8, 9. Do 1.8. 2.2. Not sure what's going on there. Alright, tall tree. Back to 3.1. Oh yeah, make change. 1.5. Impact. Missed. I rushed that one too much. I don't know how I did for time, but we'll have to check that in the video. Alright, should be ready. On the bush, tall tree, and the gap. And then the bush. Alrighty. Hard to see the targets out there. Engage. What do you want? 1 point. Two and a half mils. 1 impact. 0.8 mils. Starting to get snowed in here, guys. Another thing to note on all optics, colder weather, it's going to change where your parallax knob is adjusted. Some optics it moves more than others. And so it's something to make note of and know how you got to adjust for it, because you don't waste time adjusting on the fly. Of course, if you're running something with a large depth of view, then it doesn't show up quite as soon. Engage. was a miss. Drop 3, no 2 now. It's only got a 6 today. Grim. Stand by, engage. Oh, and I forgot to stick the mag in, idiot. Ah, 1.5 mils. Okay. 6.2. Can't get my. Impact. Impact. Transition, shorten the bipod. Oops, wrong there. 2.5 mils. Impact. Impact. 4 mils. Back to that 1.5 mil hold. No, it's 2 mils. 1.8. 1.8. Transition to the rocks here. You can use the bag because that's what I like. Alright. Go for 2 mils. That wind's picking up though. Let's hold 2. Oh, 2.2. Oh, and I'm dropped it. Okay, 6. 1. And get the mag change here. Two and a half. Impact. Impact. Let's drop that one. Bugger. Alright, I skipped the long range stage there. I having problems seeing the targets in the snow. I'll have to paint them black or something. I can see out. I can see a couple targets out, but not more. Free range. So I need that 11, 12 mile an hour hold, and so we're gonna start around 2.4. Engage. Oh, getting bad for this. Mental errors. Good thing she's a 2-minute stage. Got a nothing. I guess the wind died off. I didn't correct for that. Impact at 1.5. So 2.4 is a bad move. Not sure what's going on. Let's go to 1. Got impact. Should have held like 1.3. Impact 1.5. was an impact. Impact. Okay, it's not the best. Yeah, I had one shot there. I tripped the trigger. It's not quite enough wind, so I second guessed myself and followed up with another same shot, and I should have corrected for wind. Well, that's why we're out here. Live and learn. Okay, so our first target here is going to basically be a 0 wind, 0.4. Then our far target, so 256. We're going to be, it's going to be a full value. And what we're pushing 15 anyway. So we're going to have 3 and 3, I almost had 3.8. See how it tracks, but if we're tracking for 15, we're gonna pull a 3.8 hold down there. Okay, so 11.4 and 5.9. Engage. And this is where we gotta watch for the slippery stuff. Alrighty. Big first. Do 0.5 mil. Impact. 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 Oh, nothing. Hey, is that 250? So 10, 11, 4. Where are you down there? Oh, there you are. Oh, yeah. What are we going to do? 3.5? Wind's dying off into 3. Impact. Impact. Nothing. 3. Impact. Go back here. Down to 5. 8. Where are you? 2 mils. Impact. Impact. Mag change here. Impact. Impact. Weak side stage here. Weak side stage is one that you definitely have to be more careful with in this colder weather, because typically you're not going to have as much control on your weak side hand as you do with your strong side. For this stage, just because I don't do good at holding, I think we should give it a whirl. Stand by, engage. that was the mag dropping on you. Apparently my mic fell. Oh, for pities. Yeah, holdovers and me don't work. I have to give up on the holdovers, I think. So there you go, guys. No holdover only stages. Alright, the windy stage here on the 2 wind teachers. 7.4 is my far target for elevation. It's going to be a killer. Going to hold 1/2 mil on the first target here. And I think I'm going to hold 3 mils down yonder at 194 or whatever it is. I think so. Except the wind's picking up. Well, do the mag in thing and let her roll. 6 on each. Engage. Can't find that thing for snow. There it is. Six, and I dropped 2. Over 3. Ooh, didn't even hit it. Two 2.5 mils is where I should be holding. Impact. Impact. Ooh, wonder it felt funny. Impact. Alrighty. I guess that is that. Starting to get dark out here now too, but it's good to get out and do some real life practice in Canadian weather.